Mama, the sky was still dark outside, but your kitchen light was already on. I could hear the dishes softly moving while the whole house was asleep. Mama, why were you always the first one awake and the last one to rest? Back then I never asked if you were tired too. Mama, I remember that kitchen light shining through the hallway before the morning ever came. Mama, I didn't understand it then. My day was only beginning while yours was already half gone. The smell of rice filled every room, and somehow breakfast was always ready. I sat down without a thought, like it would always be there. You stood beside the table, making sure everyone had enough. And somehow, I never stopped to ask, Mama, have you eaten yet? Mama, I remember that kitchen light shining through the hallway before the morning ever came. Mama, I didn't understand it then. My day was only beginning while yours was already half gone. Now the years have passed, and sometimes I wake before sunrise. The house is quiet, and suddenly I see you there again. Moving through another morning, thinking of everyone except yourself. Mama, the kitchen light still lives inside me, more than the meals, more than the memories. It's the love that never asks for anything back. Mama, if I could sit beside you tonight, I'd tell you what I should have said a long, long time ago. Thank you for every morning I never noticed. Mama, I don't think I ever thanked you for all those breakfasts waiting on the table every single morning. I would walk in half asleep, sit down for a few minutes, eat without saying much, and run out the door. Like I had somewhere important to be, never realizing you had already been working for hours. Mama, that bowl of rice was more than food. It was your hands, your time, your love, served quietly every morning. Mama, I was always in a hurry, but somehow you always made time for me. I remember those winter mornings when the windows were covered in frost. The house felt cool, but the kitchen never did. You were always there, warming up the room, warming up the food, warming up our lives. without asking for anything back. Sometimes your breakfast got cold because everyone else came first, and somehow you never complained. Mama, that bowl of rice was more than food. It was your hands, your time, your love, served quietly every morning. Mama, I was always in a hurry, but somehow you always made time for me. Now I eat alone sometimes before going to work, and I finally understand how much effort hides inside ordinary things. A simple breakfast, a warm meal, a table already prepared. Those things don't happen by themselves. Someone gives a piece of their life to make them happen, and for me, that someone was always you. Mama, that bowl of rice was more than food. It carried every sacrifice I never noticed. Every early morning, every tired step, every quiet act of love. Mama, I wish I could sit at that table again, just one more time, and watch you smile while telling me to eat before it gets cold. Mama, some mornings I still remember that smell coming from the kitchen, and for a moment I'm home again. Mama, after everybody left the table, the house got quiet again. The chairs were empty, the front door closed, and another day moved on. I'd already gone to school, Dad had gone to work. My brothers were out somewhere, and there you were, alone with the dishes, alone with the silence. Mama, I never saw that part of your day when the talking stopped and the house stood still. Mama, I only remember the full table, but I never noticed the empty bowl in front of you. The water kept running, the plates kept stacking, and you kept working like there was always something left to do. I remember hearing dishes clatter from another room, but I never thought about whose hands were washing them. I never wondered why your meal was always last, or why it was always cold. Mama, I never saw that part of your day when the talking stopped and the house stood still. Mama, I only remember the full table, but I never noticed the empty bowl in front of you. Years later, I came home one afternoon and found you sitting alone. For the first time, the kitchen was quiet, the dishes were done, and your lunch sat there untouched, while you stared out the window thinking about something you never told anyone. Mama, there are so many things I wish I had asked, so many moments I walked right past. Mama, I remember the meals, I remember the laughter, I remember the smell of cooking. But now what stays with me most is that empty bowl waiting beside you, while the rest of us went on with our lives. Mama, if I had known then what I know now, I would have stayed a little longer and sat beside you until your bowl was empty too. Mama, every morning it was the same. You'd open my door and call my name. Soft at first, then a little louder, because you already knew. I wasn't getting up, I'd pull the blanket over my head and say, 5 more minutes, you'd laugh, like you'd heard that answer 1,000 times before. Wake up, come on, wake up. The morning won't wait forever. Wake up, come on, wake up. Your breakfast is getting cold. Mama, I still hear those words today, even though the years are gone. You'd stand there smiling with your apron on, telling me I'd be late again. I never saw the tiredness behind your eyes, I never noticed you'd already cleaned the house, made the breakfast, and started another day before mine had even begun. Wake up, come on, wake up. The morning won't wait forever. Wake up, come on, wake up. Your breakfast is getting cold. Mama, I still hear those words today, even though the years are gone. Sometimes now I wake up before sunrise, And for a second I expect to hear your voice coming down the hallway, calling my name like nothing had changed, like I was still that boy, pretending to be asleep, just to hear you call me again. Wake up, come on, wake up. The morning won't wait forever. Wake up, come on, wake up. Your breakfast is getting cold. Mama, if I could choose one sound to hear again for the rest of my life, it would be your voice calling me from that little doorway one more time. Wake up, that's what you always said. And somehow, Mama, I'm still listening. The shirts were dancing in the wind across the backyard line. White sleeves, blue collars, moving under the afternoon sky. You stood there with a basket, one hand full of clothespins, the other covered in soap, working through another pile like there would always be more waiting tomorrow. Those soap hands never seem to stop moving, folding our clothes, fixing our lives, without anybody noticing. Those soap hands carried more than laundry, they carried a family, day after day, year after year. I remember running through the yard, looking for my favorite shirt, calling out because I couldn't find it. And somehow, before I finished complaining, you already knew where it was. You knew which sweater belonged to who, which socks were missing, which jacket needed sewing. How did you keep all those little things inside your head while carrying so much more? Those soap hands never seem to stop moving, folding our clothes, fixing our lives, without anybody noticing. Those soap hands carried more than laundry, they carried a family, day after day, year after year. Now I wash my own clothes and sometimes I laugh, because I still separate colors the same way you did. I still fold sleeves the same way you showed me. Funny how the smallest habits stay long after the years have gone, long after childhood disappears. Those soap hands were never just working hands, they were patient hands, gentle hands, hands that never stopped giving. Those soap hands are older now, but when I hold them, I I can still feel every sacrifice hidden between the lines of a lifetime spent loving us. The shirts are gone, the backyard is quiet, but some days when the wind blows, I still see them dancing across that old clothesline. Sweet, sweet, there it goes again. Every Saturday morning, the whole neighborhood knew someone was already awake. The sound came before the sunlight, moving slowly across the yard. A broom against the old concrete, singing the same old song. Leaves in one corner, dust in another, and you moving back and forth, like the yard was part of the family and needed looking after too. Sweep it away, that's what you'd always say. A little dust today, another little dust tomorrow. Sweep it away, don't let it stay too long. Funny how those words still follow me around. The neighbors would wave, walking past the gate. You'd stop for a minute, share a laugh, then go right back to work. The flowers knew your footsteps, the old dog knew your voice. Even the sparrows seemed to wait for the sound of that broom every weekend morning. Sweep it away, that's what you'd always say. A little dust today, another little dust tomorrow. Sweep it away, don't let it stay too long. Funny how those words still follow me around. I used to think you were only cleaning a yard, now I know better. You were teaching us something without speeches, without lessons, just by living one ordinary day at a time. Sweep it away, that's what you'd always say. Life gets messy sometimes, but don't let it own your heart. Sweep it away and make room for tomorrow. The yard looks smaller now, but the memories don't. Sweep it away, I can still hear your voice, carried by the morning wind through that old front gate. Sweep, sweep, some sounds never leave, no matter how many years pass. Fresh apples, fresh fish, 3 for $1. The market was already awake, long before the city was. A woven bag hanging from your arm, you walk the same road every week, past the bakery, past the flower stand, past the old man selling newspapers. Everybody seemed to know your name, everybody stopped to say hello. And somehow you always had time for one more conversation before moving on. Down that market road, you carried more than groceries. Down that market road, you carried all of us. A little fruit, a little bread, a little kindness everywhere you went. Down that market road, you brought home more than food. You checked every tomato, looked at every leaf of lettuce, counted every coin twice before placing it on the table. Not because you were careful, but because every dollar mattered. Back then, I didn't understand why you compared every price or walked an extra block to save a little money. Down that market road, you carried more than groceries. Down that market road, you carried all of us. A little fruit, a little bread, a little kindness everywhere you went. Down that market road, you brought home more than food. Now when I pass a crowded market, I find myself slowing down, looking at faces, listening to voices, searching for something I can't quite explain. Maybe I'm looking for that familiar smile, walking through the crowd again with a bag on your arm and 1,000 worries hidden behind your kindness. Down that market road, you carried more than groceries. You carried hopes, you carried dreams, you carried another week for the family. Down that market road, you never came home empty-handed. There was always enough somehow. There was always enough because you were there. The market closes, the voices fade away, but I still see you walking down that old market road. The gate opened, then closed again, and there you were, coming home with both hands full. 2 heavy bags hanging from your arms, and somehow you still managed to smile. The summer sun was high, the road was long, but you walked it like it was nothing at all. I remember running to the door asking what you bought, never asking if those bags were heavy, never asking if your shoulders hurt. Those heavy bags held more than groceries, more than vegetables, more than bread. Those heavy bags were filled with little sacrifices you carried home without a single complaint. A bag of rice, a carton of eggs, a few things on sale for the week ahead. You always knew how to make enough, even when there wasn't much. And somehow the table was never empty, the refrigerator was never bare. The family never knew how hard you worked to make that happen. Those heavy bags held more than groceries, more than vegetables, more than bread. Those heavy bags were filled with little sacrifices you carried home without a single complaint. Now I carry bags of my own up a few flights of stairs, and sometimes I have to stop and rest. That's when I think of you, walking all that way, week after week, year after year, never slowing down, never talking about it, just doing what needed to be done. Those heavy bags were never really bags at all. They were love, they were responsibility. They were promises you made to a family. Those heavy bags grew lighter in your hands because you carried them with a mother's heart. And that's a kind of strength I'll never fully understand. The bags are gone now, the road is quiet, but every time my arms grow tired, I remember yours. The television was talking, but nobody was listening. The clock on the wall kept counting another afternoon. A bowl of rice, a little soup, a few side dishes left from the morning. Everything was finally quiet. The front door had stopped opening. The phone had stopped ringing. The house that felt so busy all day suddenly belonged to only one person. You sat down slowly for the first time since sunrise. One table, one chair, one quiet afternoon, and you, after taking care of everybody else, there you were, eating alone again. One table, one chair, one ordinary moment that stayed in my heart for the rest of my life. I remember walking in one day, earlier than usual, You look surprised to see me, like I wasn't supposed to be there. The television filled the silence while you quietly ate your lunch. I don't remember what was on the screen, I only remember you, sitting across from an empty chair, smiling when you saw me, like loneliness had never visited you. One table, one chair, one quiet afternoon, and you, after taking care of everybody else, there you were, eating alone again. One table, one chair, one ordinary moment that stayed in my heart for the rest of my life. Back then, I thought being alone and being lonely were the same thing. Now I'm not so sure. Maybe you were thinking about us, maybe you were planning dinner, maybe you were worrying about tomorrow. Even in that quiet moment, your heart was somewhere else, taking care of someone you loved. One table, one chair, one quiet afternoon, and you. The world never saw that part, the part between the chores, the part between the meals, the part where nobody was watching. One table, one chair, one beautiful soul, giving away another day without asking for anything back. The television is silent now, the afternoon is gone, but every time I sit alone at a table for one, I think of you. It was hanging by the kitchen door, just where it had always been, waiting for another day. That old apron wasn't much to look at, faded colors, loose threads, a pocket-worn thing with time. But somehow I can't think of home without remembering it. Every morning you tied it around your waist, like a worker reporting for duty, except nobody paid you for all the things you did. That old apron saw every season of my life. It stood beside the stove, it stood beside the sink, it stood beside every dream I chased. That old apron held more love than money could buy, and I never understood it until the years went by. There were little stains that never washed away, marks from dinners, birthdays, ordinary afternoons. The funny thing is, I don't remember the meals anymore, but I remember you wearing that apron, smiling when I walked through the door, asking if I was hungry before asking how I was. That old apron saw every season of my life. It stood beside the stove, it stood beside the sink, it stood beside every dream I chased. That old apron held more love than money could buy, and I never understood it until the years went by. One day I noticed it wasn't there. The hook beside the door looked strangely empty, and for a moment the whole house felt different, like something important had quietly disappeared without saying goodbye. That old apron was never really cloth and thread. It was patience, it was sacrifice, it was a mother's way of saying I'm here, without ever using the words. That old apron still hangs inside my memory, and every time I see one in a store window or in somebody else's kitchen, I think of home, I think of you. The colors have faded, the years have passed, but in my heart, that old apron still hangs by the kitchen door. Rain on the rooftop, rain on the window, rain on the old road home. It always seemed to rain on the days I forgot my umbrella. I'd stand under the school gate, watching the other kids leave one by one, wondering how long the storm would last. Then somewhere through the rain, I'd see a familiar figure walking toward me, wearing those old rain shoes like you always did. Those rain shoes, walking through the puddles, walking through the wind, walking through another rainy day. Those rain shoes always found their way to me before I ever learned how much love was hidden in those quiet steps. Your clothes were wet, your hair stuck to your face, but the first thing you'd ask was, are you cold? Not how was your day? Not did you wait long? Just are you cold? And somehow I thought that was normal. I thought every child had someone who came running through the rain just to bring them home. Those rain shoes, walking through the puddles, walking through the wind, walking through another rainy day. Those rain shoes always found their way to me before I ever learned how much love was hidden in those quiet steps. Now when the rain starts falling, I still look outside sometimes, and for a second I expect to see you coming down the road, holding an umbrella, calling my name, like nothing in the world mattered more than getting me home safely. Those rain shoes weren't just shoes at all. They were promises, they were protection, they were a mother's heart, refusing to stay dry while a child stood in the rain. Those rain shoes crossed 1,000 storms, and somehow every step they took was leading back to me. Rain on the rooftop, rain on the window, and somewhere in my memory, those rain shoes are still walking home. The last bus was late again, and the evening air felt colder than usual. There was a little bus stop at the end of our street. Nothing special, just an old bench and a faded sign. Most people passed by without noticing it, but whenever I see a bus stop now, I think of you standing there, waiting for somebody you loved. At that bus stop, you spent so many evenings watching the road, watching the lights, watching the world go by. At that bus stop, you were never waiting for a bus, you were waiting for me, and somehow I never understood that. Some nights I came home late, thinking only about myself. Friends, school, work, whatever filled my mind back then. But there you were, standing beneath the streetlight, looking down the road as if every passing minute felt longer than the last. The moment you saw me, your face changed, like a worry had finally lifted from your shoulders. At that bus stop, you spent so many evenings watching the road, watching the lights, watching the world go by. At that bus stop, you were never waiting for a bus, you were waiting for me, and somehow I never understood that. Now I know Love spends a lot of time waiting, waiting by doors, waiting by windows, waiting beside telephones, waiting for someone to come home safely. Back then I thought you were just standing there. Now I know you were loving me the only way you knew how. At that bus stop I left you standing there more times than I can remember, never thinking one day it would become one of the memories that hurts the most. At that bus stop you gave away another evening just to see me walk home. And if I could go back, I'd never make you wait so long. The buses still come and go, the streetlight still shines, but every time I pass a bus stop, I slow down and think of you.
I noticed it one day, without meaning to. Your hands looked different than I remembered. When I was young, your hands seemed so strong. They tied my shoes, buttoned my coat, wiped away my tears, and held my little fingers when the road was too busy to cross alone. Back then, I never looked very closely. I thought they'd always be the same. I thought time would somehow leave them alone. Your hands tell a story words never could. Every line, every scar, every wrinkle belongs to somebody else's happiness. Your hands spent a lifetime giving, and I never thanked them enough for carrying all of us. One evening, you handed me a cup of tea, and for the first time I saw how much they had changed. The fingers moved slower, the skin looked thinner, the strength was still there, but so were the years. And suddenly, all those ordinary days came rushing back to me like old photographs I forgot I had. Your hands tell a story words never could. Every line, every scar, every wrinkle belongs to somebody else's happiness. Your hands spent a lifetime giving, and I never thanked them enough for carrying all of us. I wish I had held them longer before the years moved on. I wish I had noticed sooner all the little sacrifices hidden inside them, the meals, the laundry, the waiting, the worrying, a whole life written across two tired hands. Your hands were never just hands. They were comfort, they were safety, they were home when everything else felt uncertain. Your hands gave more than they ever kept. And even now, when I close my eyes, I can still feel them resting softly on my shoulder, like they never really left. Sometimes I look down at my own hands and wonder if they're becoming a little more like yours with every passing year.
The porch light was still on. Midnight had already passed, and everybody else had gone to sleep, except one person. I didn't see it back then, I was young, and the world felt bigger than home. Friends kept me out late, dreams kept me busy, life kept moving forward. And every night I thought somebody would always be there when I came back. Still waiting, that's what you were doing, while I was out chasing tomorrow. Looking through the window, every time a car passed by. Still waiting for the sound of my footsteps coming through the front door, just so you could finally sleep. The funny thing is, you never complained, not once. You'd smile, ask if I had eaten, tell me not to stay out so late, and head back to your room. Like waiting for me was the most natural thing in the world. That's what you were doing, while I was out chasing tomorrow. Still waiting, looking through the window, every time a car passed by. Coming through the front door, just so you could finally sleep. Now some nights I sit alone and think about that porch light. How many evenings, how many winters, how many hours did you spend worrying without ever saying a word? Still waiting, that's what hurts the most. I never knew how much love could hide inside a simple habit. Still waiting, long after everyone else gave up, long after long after the night grew cold. There you were, holding another piece of my life inside your heart. The porch light is gone now. The years have moved on, but in my memory it's still shining, and you're still waiting. The road home looks shorter now, but somehow it feels much farther away. I drove past the old neighborhood a few days ago. The grocery store was different, the trees were taller. Some houses were gone, some fences were new. But there was one thing that hadn't changed, the feeling in my chest when I turned that corner and thought of home. That road home always led me back to you, no matter how far I wandered, no matter how long I stayed away. That road home was never made of dirt and stone. It was made of your voice, your prayers, your waiting, and your love. When I was young, I couldn't wait to leave. I thought the world was somewhere else, beyond our street, beyond our town, beyond the life we knew. But every dream I followed, every place I went, somehow ended with me thinking about home, thinking about dinner on the table, thinking about you. That road home always led me back to you, no matter how far I wandered, no matter how long I stayed away. That road home was never made of dirt and stone. It was made of your voice, your prayers, your waiting, and your love. If I could walk that road again, I'd walk a little slower. I'd notice the little things I hurried past before. The flowers by the gate, the light in the kitchen, the sound of your footsteps coming to open the door before I even knocked. That road home still lives somewhere inside me, even now when the world feels heavy and life moves too fast. I find myself looking back toward a place that only exists in memory. That road home always ends the same way, with you standing there smiling like I'd never been gone at all. The road is quiet now,
the gate is still, but every journey I take somehow begins and ends with you. With you.
The whole house was asleep, but a light was still on. Behind your door, I remember waking up one night just to get a glass of water. The hallway was dark, the television was silent, the world felt far away. Then I saw that little light coming from your room, and for some reason I stopped walking and stood there for a while. Late night, when everybody else was dreaming, you were still awake, thinking about tomorrow. Late night, when everybody else's worries had already gone to sleep, yours were just beginning. Sometimes you were sewing, sometimes you were folding clothes, sometimes you were sitting quietly, looking through old photographs. I never asked what was on your mind, I never asked why you stayed awake. I just walked back to my room and thought you'd always be there tomorrow. Late night, when everybody else was dreaming, you were still awake, thinking about tomorrow. Late night, when everybody else's worries had already gone to sleep, yours were just beginning. Now I understand, love doesn't sleep very much. Not a mother's love, it stays awake, counting problems, counting prayers, counting hopes for people who don't even know they're being worried about. And maybe that's why your light stayed on so long, night after night, year after year. Late night, I wish I could walk that hallway again and knock on your door instead of passing by. Late night, I wish I could sit beside you for just a little while and ask about your day for once, instead of always talking about mine. Late night, that's the memory that hurts more than I can explain, because I never knew how much of your life was spent loving us after the world had gone to sleep. The house is quiet now, but somewhere in my heart
that little light is still on.
There are two words I've said 1,000 times to 1,000 people, but not enough to you. Thank you for the meals I never noticed. Thank you for the mornings that began before mine. Thank you for every door you open, every worry you carry, every dream you quietly placed ahead of your own. I thought those things would always be there. I thought you would always be there too. Thank you for loving me before I deserved it. Thank you for staying when life got hard. Thank you for every little sacrifice hidden inside ordinary days. I should have said it sooner, I should have said it more. Thank you for being my mother. There were days I barely looked up from my own life. Days when I was too busy, too proud, too young to understand. You never asked for praise, you never asked for attention. You just kept giving, like the sun gives light, without asking who notices. And somehow I mistook that love for something that would never end. Thank you for loving me before I deserved it. Thank you for staying when life got hard. Thank you for every little sacrifice hidden inside ordinary days. I should have said it sooner, I should have said it more. Thank you for being my mother. If I could have one evening back, I'd sit beside you, without looking at the clock, without thinking about tomorrow. I'd listen longer, stay longer, talk longer, and before I left, I'd make sure you heard these words the way you deserve to. Thank you for every tear you never showed, for every burden you carried alone. Thank you for every prayer whispered after everyone else was asleep. Thank you for the life you gave me, for the love you gave me, for the home you gave me. And if these words arrive too late, I hope somehow you still hear them. There are two words I wish I had said more often. Thank you, Mom.
it's me. I've been thinking about you tonight. The house is quiet now. The years have gone by. The calendar keeps changing, but some things never do. A certain smell, a certain song, a certain evening light, and suddenly there you are again, standing somewhere in my memory, as clear as yesterday. Mother, there's so much I never told you, so much I carried too late inside my heart. Mother, if love could travel through the years, I'd send every word back to you tonight, just so you know how much you meant to me. I remember your footsteps before I remember your face. I remember your voice before I remember the words. I remember feeling safe without knowing why, because when you were there, the world somehow felt smaller, and my worries felt lighter. Even on the hardest days, you carried more than your share, and somehow made it look easy. Mother, there's so much I never told you, so much I carried too late inside my heart. Mother, if love could travel through the years, I'd send every word back to you tonight, just so you know how much you meant to me. People say time moves on, and maybe that's true, but grief has its own clock. Some days it feels like yesterday, some days it feels like forever, and some nights, like tonight, I still find myself wanting to tell you about my day, wanting to hear your voice just one more time. Mother, every road in this life somehow leads back to you. Every lesson, every kindness, every good thing inside me began with you. Mother, if I get one wish when my journey is done, let me see that smile again. Let me hear that voice again. Let me sit beside you and thank you properly for the life you gave me. Mother, I still miss you more than words can say, and I think I always will.